Hey, hey, what do you say? Welcome to episode 56 of the Trash Talkin. I'm Tim and I'm an addict. Hi, Tim. Oh, what's going on here? We got, nothing really. Nothing's happening. Nothing to note, you know. So, let's see. We usually do our preamble, so let's rock that thing right quick. This is our humble broadcast where ethics and personal anonymity are of the utmost importance. We run this podcast as an act of service to those whose lives have been affected by addiction. We don't do it for profit or notoriety. We place principles before personalities. We benefit from this podcast just as much as anyone else. We all work programs and choose to sacrifice our own anonymity to spread the message that recovery is possible. We do this thing in an attempt to show as living examples that no matter how far down the scale we have gone, we will see how our experience can benefit others. Not only is that the 9-step promise, it's our creed we abide by here on Talkin Trash. We feel called to uphold AA and NA principles. We firmly believe that you can only keep what you have by giving it away. Please join us for a moment of silence, followed by the Serenity Prayer. God, grant us the serenity to accept the things we cannot change, the courage to change the things we can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Alrighty, let's go around and meet the team real quick before we get started. First on deck, we got Mike Oxley. Mike is a long-time addiction recovery nurse. He's seen the recovery landscape change over the years. And you got Tim Snyder. I don't know, there's definitely something wrong with this guy, but he's been through it all, and through his experience, he offers solid guidance to those in recovery and those touched by the disease. All right, boys and girls, let's go around the horn and check in with everybody. Hi, Mike.
Hey, how are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm good. It's my birthday today. It's been a wonderful day.
Well, there you have it.
I could officially buy a mobile home in Florida in a 55 and older
Oh, that's right.
park.
Wait, I thought you were
55. No, I'm 55.
I always screw it up. I'm
55.
sorry.
Like Sammy Hagar. I
Yeah.
can drive 55.
55. So there you
I don't
have
feel
it.
any older.
Yep, it's Michael's birthday. Nice
Mhm.
screensaver if you're listening. The whole
Right.
thing's Mike. I take care of my
Yeah.
friends. I take care of my friends. He's 55 though. He's not 52. I don't know why. I'm 41. Maybe I thought you were 51. I don't know. Life is tough. So
Yeah,
anyway,
it
Mike,
is.
how you been? How you been?
I've been good. Last few days since we had our last episode. It was a good episode with Tyler.
Yeah.
I enjoyed Tyler immensely. He's a
Yep.
great kid.
Great
Like,
guy.
I can say that now that I'm 55. Um, I got a funny story for you.
Let's go.
Does anybody want to hear a funny story?
I do.
Okay. We had some friends over for my birthday last night. Nothing heavy, not an official party, but they stopped over and just hung out a little bit. Nothing major. And we ordered some takeout, and from our usual place where we get takeout. And she came with the pizza and the food and the grilled chicken Caesar salad, whatever April got and her friends got. And she takes April aside. I can see April at the door paying the lady, right? And she asked, I see April open the door all the way and say, look, see. And she's like, hey, the delivery driver, hey, happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday. I said, oh, that was very nice. I said, you must tip as much as I do, April. She said, no. What was weird was when I went out there, I didn't want you to hear it. She said, how's your dad doing?
Oh boy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
So
boy.
night before my birthday, asked April, the delivery girl asked April how my dad was feeling. So I guess I'm the dad.
Yeah.
So and she wanted to
That's
see
funny.
me like she was doing a adult, welfare check on me or something.
Yep.
And April opened up the door, and I was like, "Hey, how are you?" And she'll go, "Okay, all right. Well, see you next time."
Rough.
So yeah, so April is my daughter now. So April loved it. I think she's told the
Oh, I'm
story
sure. I'm sure
10
she
times.
loves it.
She's told that story. She's only like
Absolutely.
6 or 7 years younger than me. That's it. That's it.
Oh, yeah, I
It's
know.
not a lot.
No, my wife was 7 years older than me, and then my girlfriend's 13 years younger than me. So none of it
That's a
worked.
20-year swing. That's a little
Hmm.
weird.
Yeah, well, I had a midlife crisis. Things happen.
But it
Um,
was nice. I got some emails from our viewing base, Mike at trash-podcast.com,
oh
wishing
God,
me a happy birthday, which was very nice. A lot of phone calls, a lot of Facebook messages. It's been a
I
good day.
I got some. The form on our website, it can only go to one person. So I'm thinking of a way to have it. You get those too, because I get a ton of
Or
shit. I
create
can't handle
another
it.
one, general mailbox, GM at
Yeah,
Trash Dash
a
Podcast, and
lot
then
of.
we both have access to it. We both get it to
That's a good
pop up.
idea. I guess that's a good idea. So there you go. So yeah, so we'll do something like that. But I'm getting inundated with the. We're getting a lot of feedback.
Yeah, it is. It's good though. Got one the other day, which was nice, and they're the people that are really doing it, not the people that are thinking about doing one. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? So
Yep.
there's a lot of people. So I'm happy. I'm 55, like I said, and I'm thrilled and I'm proud now, and not nervous about it. I'm kind of proud now of what this has become,
Yeah, me
and
too. I
the
mean, you're right.
thousands and thousands. And I mean, we had some part of it, but the people watching right now also are the ones that we're all in it together, kind of thing. And you know
Yeah.
what? I think
Yep.
we got a letter about that the other day. How somebody feels like we're all in it together, and
Yeah.
that's that. You know what, Tim? Isn't that what we wanted to try and create from the get
That's
go?
it. Yep.
That's another one. Get go,
That's
like
it.
Jump
Get
Street.
go.
Like
Yep.
I said, the old people from Jump Street
Yeah.
and get go.
Yeah. The Geico.
Yeah, got it from the
Oh,
get go.
no, no. So
So yeah,
anyway.
I mean that to me is awesome. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yep.
And it's all about them, and just to be in their corner, and you find out with some of the notes they send that they're in our corner too. So it's
Yeah.
like a big dysfunctional
We're a
family.
mess. Yep. We're a mess.
But you know what I always wanted to remind people of, and we may not have time at clean time because it goes so fast. This is what I want to tell the people that haven't gone to a detox or a residential facility yet, or contemplating it. Maybe you have a relative or a spouse that you would like to see go, and you're wondering, as the potential goer, what are the people like there? Are they like missing teeth and like ready to
Hmm.
kill you?
Yep.
And are they a bunch of kids? You know what? Watch Clean Time. The ages, young to
Every
old,
every walk of life.
male, female, young, old, black, white. That's what a detox actually looks like.
Yeah.
It's
Pretty much.
everybody.
It's
And if you
everybody.
follow our clean time, that's a very good sampling of who's in recovery or starting out in recovery.
Yep.
So if you're not scared of watching our clean time, it looks like the girl next door. It looks like you're the guy that owns the bakery down the street, your car mechanic, and your attorney. Yeah, it's kind of like that.
It's got everybody. And you know what? Rehab is if you want it, anybody that asks me advice on where to go and what it's like you say, Mike, um, I always say it stick with the winners. Every rehab, every detox is gonna have people that are serious and people that are just getting an oil change. And you can find that quick. Once the cloud lifts and you're looking around at normal people, well, not normal people, but people not high, and you're not high. You start to look around and you think, who's who here? Fly in my face. And it's easy to point out who's looking for change, reading the big book, praying, reading and who's just jerking around
Shop them around. Read. I always told people read the reviews, even on Google reviews. Um, people, the only people that write a review usually are people that want to complain. So there's a certain amount that you got to take that and put it aside. But in a service industry like rehabs, if it really changed somebody's life, they're also going to type that too. So
yeah,
read them for
yeah,
real, read them, and
without
and you'll see, wow, now they're like starting to share their story already. And always
without a
look
doubt.
for one. What do you think about this, Tim? Because you saw it really help. They were just starting it when you were there. Actually, was an alumni situation, an alumni association. That everybody that went through it, not only are you AA or NA together already, but you're that, and it's the alumni of, say, RCA. You know what I mean? So it was another way to keep you feeling like you're part of that group, to
Yeah.
keep you focused that you have somebody. So forgetting the actual AA or NA or CA or whatever was your poison, I'm saying to make it bigger around the facility was a great tool to keep people around and
Yep.
keep them invested and have that family feeling. That's one thing I can say about RCA. That was a great idea. It wasn't for marketing because you hope they never relapse, but
Yeah.
it kept that kinship going long
Sure.
after they were released.
Yep.
So,
You're absolutely right. And I can tell you, like, just from rehabs having their reputation. I mean, you can ask around. You can know which one's good, which one's not. Usually, state-funded rehabs are a little rougher, but there's recovery in there too. And they'll bring in the guys who graduated 3 months ago, and they'll tell you what's going on. I just moved into a sober house. I'm trying my best. I'm going to AA. I'm trying to find a job. RC places like RCA, you get a little more corporate and a little less of the raw stuff you need to hear. And for me, like I heard all at that place, and then I went to a state-funded rehab, and it was a different, I don't know, atmosphere. And then the people that came in had this, you know, I don't know, this nubile, nubile, this newbie sense into recovery where you can relate to them. You're like, damn, I'm going to be them in 22 days,
mhm.
and there's good and bad anywhere you go. And if you ask me around the New Jersey, Monmouth County, Ocean County, Atlantic County area, I could tell you what's good, what's bad, and sometimes you don't have a choice. Your insurance, you have to go
Right,
with what you go
right.
with. So any place you go into,
Jersey has a lot of flexibility though with that, and some of the nicer ones are in Jersey. Some of it's very, very rehab friendly.
yeah,
The
agreed.
the way the laws went,
Yeah,
and those laws can mean from the comfort of a 10,000 count sheets and a private TV area in your own room.
yeah,
It could be tipped to that, or maybe they're using that money for a better group of counselors that'll be like navigators that will get stuff done before you even go. So,
right,
it's a modge podge of what you need and what you want in a rehab, and the whole point is not to go back, right? And
right.
if that was perfect, well, there would be no rehabs because you did it once and then you never went back. So,
Yep,
some of the things I think you want to talk about tonight were about things that can put you back, right?
sure. You all right? You still there?
Yeah, yeah, I'm
Oh
here.
yeah. No, that's just I just pulled it up real quick.
Yeah,
Yeah,
bad
bad
habits.
things. Yeah, I have a bunch of things that we're gonna just touch on. That's been on my mind lately. I've been getting these emails from people asking about what Mike's talking about, rehabs and what's good and what's bad and what do we do? Where do we go? Uh, it comes down to whether you're ready or not. If you're ready, you can go anywhere and find recovery and get clean. I mean, it's up to you. You can go to a state funded rehab where there's four guys to a room. I don't suggest it, but you can
No,
get
it's there.
you can get perspective there. You can get humility. Early recovery. If you
They
don't
do
have,
have a jail feel though,
they do. Well, yeah. I mean,
because the judge a lot of times will say go here, and they don't have insurance, so they're going to state funded. It's not jail, but it has that feel that a judge has given them an ultimatum: complete this or. So they're a little more humble. They're a little more timid. There's no Karens there complaining about the oatmeal consistency. Do you understand what I mean? They
yeah,
just
exactly. You're right. And you kind of get used to that stuff a little bit. But like I've been to every type of rehab. And it's funny,
mhm.
like in Marlboro, New Hope and Discovery are right next to each other. Everybody complains at Discovery too. You go over to New Hope, different world. There's no couches or padded seats or
Just
Discovery,
philosophy difference.
right. So yeah, you gotta take it for what it is. I wouldn't suggest going to 5 rehabs like I have.
No,
But if you do, you kind of figure out how to navigate it and what's good, what's bad. I started off going to really nice rehabs, and then you know things got
right.
worse, and my insurance got worse, and I was standing up front of a rehab at a Discovery in the pouring rain, in ripped jeans, soaking wet, knocking on the door, asking to come in, and they wouldn't let me in. So I ended up walking down Route 520 in Marlboro to the Dunkin' Donuts, and that was it. So,
You had some barns and stuff, right? There had to be
oh
barns.
yeah, what a mess! What a terrible day. I went to Wells Fargo to see if I had any money left in my account. And they're like, "You're negative $250." I'm like, "Can you? Can I get
I
a?"
don't mean to laugh, but
Yeah, no, it's funny.
like
Can I get a loan?
you don't even know that you were that. Like, I thought you were -$2. You were
Yeah, yeah.
negative two
I was like,
hundred.
"Oh shit, how did that happen?"
Right.
Real quick, Mike, did you see the goalie that scored a goal?
No, I did not.
Watch.
Are we still in preseason?
No, no, it's regular season. Watch this
Regular
goal.
season has started already?
Oh yeah, they start October 10th, something like that.
All right.
So we got a goalie goal already.
After the whistle, after the horn blew at the end of the second.
Buchnevich fires in, looking for a goalie goal. Gustafsson scores! Philip Gustafsson mobbed! We've got the goalie goal!
Heading whistle when he needs to, and he knows
What
the
a beauty.
puck's empty. Best part about that is the hype. Puck goes up and over everybody and tucks right inside that post.
Not that anybody gives a shit about a goalie goal.
Well, that's not supposed to happen.
That, yeah,
They're already losing, so they pull the goalie
Yep,
to have an
exactly.
extra person on the ice.
Yep.
But the actual goalie on the other side circumvents that extra defender or offensive guy
Yeah.
and scores a goal by himself because there's nobody in net. It's
Yeah.
it's like a hole in one in golf, kind
Yeah,
of.
very much, very much.
You know what I mean? That's how I would equate it.
All right, Mike, we have a surprise for you. I think you're going to enjoy it. Oh,
No.
good friend Tina. Jesus.
Hey, buddy! I just was talking about you. I told him in the back room. I said, in the green room. I said I heard from Tina today, my buddy. I didn't. That was today. I said that. And yeah, so it was a good birthday. You see my shirt I got? It says Sundays are
Very
for
nice.
the birds, and that means the Eagles who won
And
today.
they won. Well, happy
Mhm.
birthday.
So,
I'm
Thank
glad
you.
for you,
Great.
even though I'm a Cowboy fan.
me
Oh.
and Tina planned this whole thing out because we're
I'm
your best
sorry to
friends.
hear that. I'm sorry to
I
hear
know,
that.
but see,
But I'll let it pass today.
I congratulate you even on your birthday. For
Yes.
Eagles win. That's
That's big of you. That's very, very
I
big of
know.
you. I appreciate it.
That's
Um,
epic.
And I was talking to your sister the other day. She's just as nice as you are.
Well, thank you. I
Mhm.
should have had her on, but she's she's in Maryland, so
Okay. Okay.
but yeah.
But
So-
yeah, this made my night. Thank you. It's been a very nice weekend at a slower pace now that I'm 55. I
55.
started getting some emails and some stuff on Facebook, real estate stuff about 55 and over communities.
Yeah.
That's
You
not
go-
for me. That's not
No.
for me.
No. Well,
But it was great to see you. Thank you.
you're welcome. I wanted to say happy birthday, and you're a special guy, and everybody sees you on here, and I just want to say thank you because, as I tell you all the time, you did play a part. You saved my life, and I'm
Oh,
very
thanks.
thankful for you.
You saved your life, but thanks for letting me
I know,
take
but
claim of that.
no,
But you were ready. You were ready. It's all about being ready. And anybody that's
Yeah.
listening, considering is that's another thing in rehab. Don't go there to please anybody else. You got to go because you really wanted to be
Right.
over with. And she came in a mess. I can tell you.
yeah,
And point four, I actually as high as it would go. The breathometer didn't go any higher. So we usually have to send her to the hospital. I decided not to because she was very coherent. And we worked it down. We got it down to twos before I could even medicate her. But there was something different. She was done. Much like myself when I had the stroke. I'm done cigarettes. She was kind of like that. I don't know what happened that day to get her what she drank, but she was done. She never went back. Although, did you tell them that since you were on as a guest and a co-host, did you tell them your big news that you got married
I got married
after 8 years
3 years.
of cohabitating with Nick?
No,
who I
actually,
feel-
it's been like
I've-
19 years.
19 years. I'm sorry. 8 years you've been sober. But for
Yes.
8 years having no help. I mean, 8 years you've been sober. Nick still drinks. Nick still never stopped doing. The man is committed. We will say that. But I feel like I know Nick, and
Yeah.
he's not a bad guy. He just has a problem. He's not ready to deal with now. So
just like
But
all of us.
right, but he did through this podcast. I don't know if you know this, Tim, that he actually watches our podcast at times, and he actually congratulated for the first time, based on this podcast, on he didn't realize how hard it was to go through sobriety. Isn't that right?
Yeah, that was
Pretty,
a very rare moment.
yeah, pretty
So,
impressive, right?
yeah.
So Nick's a good guy, and hopefully one day he'll be ready. And I'm not working, but I can talk to him.
Yeah, that
You
would
know?
be good.
Yeah, Mike's good. He's very disarming. I like that word. It's a
Yes.
great way to describe him. You know, Mike said it right. If you're ready to do it, you're ready to do it. But along the way, there are those people
Yep.
that help you through it, that get you through it. Mike set me on the right path, just as he did you early on. I needed it. I needed a Mike to shoot the shit with, and
Yep.
know that I'm okay as a normal person because he's okay and he's helping me and back and back. So yeah, you got to want it for yourself. But people like Mike stand out, and that's what I hope I was when I worked in rehab, and I think I was too a little bit. But then I was getting high and drinking. So, but yeah, well said,
But
Mike.
back
Well said,
back to
Tina.
the type of rehabs. Like I'll equate it to prison, right? Like there's maximum security, which may be what we just touched on, the state funded ones, and then you have the camps, the federal camps. They're like country clubs, right?
Yeah.
Where they have golf courses and all that. Well, that
Mhm.
was like an RCA, but like I was in a country club, but guess what? It was still prison to me. You know what I mean? On my realm, it was still prison.
Right.
So it was still a horrible place for somebody to be, even when it has 10,000 count
Oh
suites.
yeah, without
They're
a
still
doubt.
not where they want to be. They're
Without a
not doing
doubt.
what they want. So it's not like you went to RCA, so your sobriety isn't as credentialed as somebody doing it in a dirtball, state funded facility.
I have more respect for the guys that are in the state funded facility, honestly.
And to be honest,
I do too. But what I'm saying is that it's all about what your world is.
Hmm.
You're still stepping out of your normalcy to change something. So
Right.
don't look at somebody like the only real recoveries are the people that went to state funded. Please.
Right. Yeah. No.
Real,
Absolutely.
real recoveries went to a bougie place too, but they still recover
Agreed.
for them.
Some people need, something more structured. Some people can figure it out at RCA. So like for me, I personally, I finally got clean at a state funded place, and it wasn't that bad. You know what I mean? But there was some riffraff. So it is what it is. It depends on
Yeah.
where you're at. It does.
Now my
Depends
son
on-
worked at a state funded one here near Hamilton.
Oh yeah, you
and-
said that.
What he liked about it was kind of like they weren't confrontational. They were just happy to be there because they know if they
Yeah.
weren't there, they would be in jail or prison.
Sure.
So a whole different mindset going in,
Right.
of motivating them to do it. Don't get kicked out of here
Yeah.
because you know where you're going. So hopefully, different reasons, different attitudes, but you want the same result, and that's
Right.
what happened. Where Tina pulled up to that rehab after all them years to where I was that night. To her, that might as well be a state facility.
Yeah.
She knows nothing different than that. She knows she's not going to be home and she's not going to have any beer that day. So that's a big deal. And then
So-
it just took off from there. Yeah.
So like Discovery, you come out of your bedroom in the morning and make your bed. You have to make your bed. It has to be flat. And they would lock the doors to the hallways so you can't get back in your room and all day long. And you would have different levels, and everybody had to line up. And RCA was kind of like that, but not like this. This was strict. And if you didn't fall in line, you're not. They're going to take things away from you. Smoke breaks. Well, mainly smoke breaks. That's all they can take away. But it's you get a 10-minute smoke break in the morning, 10-minute smoke break in the afternoon. You don't need 40 smoke breaks throughout the day, but you get it at places like RCA. But like
And Boca, and you know what? It was they needed it. What? It was I smoked at the time, so I was all for it. I'll take it. I'll take you. Oh, you want to go out? I'll take you.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would do it all the time because I got to smoke too.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, it just depends on where you go and where your attitude is. Mike, I got a little something special for you. I just
Okay.
wanted to make this a special day. So, Mike, So, Mike, we all love you. You're a staple here on Talkin' Trash. I just wanted to get you something nice, something personal, from the heart. I hope you enjoy it. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Michael. Happy birthday to you. Love you, buddy boy. How we feel about that?
Is pretty shitty.
Yeah, it's pretty shitty. So
It's pretty shitty.
yeah, we got a professional.
I'll just say it was
singer in here
chocolate
for
ice
that. Yeah, it was chocolate ice cream, soft serve. So yeah, it's a special day. Mike's a huge part of our program. He may not have made it to 55 with what he went through a year and a half ago.
Yeah.
You know, so it's a testimony.
I should appreciate this birthday more, being that, you know, I'm very when I read my stroke support, and I guess it's a lot of what you guys that read the sobriety support,
Mhm.
you know, groups on Facebook or whatever. You hear these stories, you're like, oh Jesus, you know what I mean? I'm good. You know, it makes you feel better almost. That's what I see in these stroke support groups. I mean,
Yeah.
I have a guy on there asking. Now I'm a nurse. I don't really identify myself. I kind of just read them. Actually, I don't really comment much. But guy was tired of his leg having no feeling in it, and sometimes, like in my leg, it'll quiver, it'll kick, it'll do all kinds of strange things, and it's painful sometimes, but muscle spasms. It's almost like, you know, when your one toe does that, and
Mhm.
you're walking around
You
like, oh,
can't
my
get it
toe.
back. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, my whole body does that, and when you have a
Right.
stroke, whatever side you're affected of at once, you feel like that. But
Yeah.
this guy wanted to look into seeing if he could get his leg amputated to end the pain.
Jeez.
Like, man, I'm good over here in New Jersey, buddy. Whoa. So yeah, it's really the more I read, I felt more fortunate. You know, like my problems are nothing like this. You know, it actually is it's a shitty thing to say. Like, well, your problems make me feel better, but as long as I don't identify myself, I kind of felt that way. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like, wow, I'm very lucky. So it kept me going. You know, doing this, and Tina, you know this, I kind of get into my little cocoon sometimes, and there's a lot of embarrassment that went on with my stroke because I couldn't walk, or if I walk, I do a crip walk where my arm is against me. So I didn't, which is, you can tell somebody had a stroke by saying it. So I worked very hard. I didn't know I was so vain. I guess that's what I want to say. I didn't know I was so vain. And it made me, my vanity about my arm laying a certain way when I walk, I spent a lot of time on my hand. I can walk with my hands in my pocket. People look like I have a bad hip now. Why that was such a big deal to me to be able to accomplish, I don't know. Vanity.
Yeah.
I didn't want people to think less of me because all the things that as a nurse I would tell somebody not to feel that way. But yeah, so I worked very hard to keep. I'm still conscious. We went to a restaurant today with my mother to lunch and some aunts and some other friends, and yeah, I had my hands in my pockets. Why I can walk. It looks like I got like a bum hip or something. That's all. So what that's doing for me, nothing. But to me, it's a big deal. But much like I don't want people to know I was in rehab in the shitty one or the good.
Yep.
It's about vanity too. You know,
I got my teeth
everybody's
knocked out.
embarrassed, right?
I got my teeth knocked out in a car accident, and I smile like this. I make sure I
Right.
know the angle I smile at, and it's pretty pathetic. I just got a message from a gentleman who asked if he could be represented. It's his birthday. Baba Nyako. I don't know. He said it's his birthday, so I like to represent everybody.
You know, today is also Camilla Harris's birthday. I found out.
Really?
Yeah.
That I didn't know. Since we're in my messenger, take a look at this guy. He was not nice to me. He called me a fat fuck. Look at this. And he sent me an audio message. He sent me an audio message telling me I'm an asshole.
Well, you know,
easily like just block me or whatever, but I just want to like be real with you, man. Marijuana addiction is definitely real. It's not a Xanax addiction. It's not a crack addiction. It's not a coke addiction. I'm not like a regular person. I own a fucking business, $500,000 a year revenue, dude. I'm not like just, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, posting on a group because I'm having a hard time, like everybody else there, like you were at one point. You obviously had harder addictions. I get it. And I'm like, am I going overboard? Sure, I guess. But like, it's weed. But like when someone smokes weed all day, every day for 20 fucking years and is looking for like a random Facebook post group to like look for support, and you're just like sitting there like messing with me. And the fact is, I was on your group the other day, you're live. I was like, oh, this dude's great. Like I was like high-fiving you, and then this dude's like making fun of me. So like you can block me, ban me. I don't care, bro. I just want to come direct and be like, dude, it's whack.
He's a little
You know what I
high
mean?
strung.
So we'll
weed.
never meet. Obviously, you'll never, but a dude like you will never say like that shit to me in real life. So just want to be direct with you.
What an asshole. So
hope it improves your podcast. You get more.
He said it's whack.
You take shit more serious.
Call me a fat fuck. All right, so let's take a look. I gave him medical advice, and he didn't say anything to it, and he starts talking to other people. So I put this GIF up where it says, real addicts be looking at this like, that's a joke. Everybody relax, you know what I mean? And yeah, that's what I got. Just fucking destroyed. This guy, you don't, you put up one GIF. Like, I don't usually do that either. This dude, he's having at it.
I can't.
What a
To be honest with you, and one of my abilities are to notice things about people's dialect, their tense, the way they talk, the way they pause when they talk. That if that's weed, somebody's lying. That sounds like meth or coke.
Yeah.
And
Angry.
Or steroid rage, man. I'm a weed addict, 20 years, but I got a $500,000 business.
I'm on a site.
I would also say most likely, probably a small penis, but
oh, absolutely, without a doubt. Oh, so I want to listen. I did send him an audio message back. You want to hear that? That's fun.
Oh boy, Tim, it's never good enough.
Me. Like, is this all worth it over a GIF? I mean, seriously, like, if we meet in person, I'm gonna just. I have an audience of 3,000 people a week. You know what I mean? I don't go fucking acting like a tough guy because people don't agree with me.
Makes $500,000 a year.
I smoked weed for 20 years. Yeah, I mean, whatever you are trying to get out of me, nice try. It doesn't bother me.
I beat up bears in the forest.
Yeah.
But you took the time out of your precious schedule to send me a voicemail and call me fucking fat again. I don't give a shit.
I parachute with no parachute.
They need to fucking chill out. Stop taking yourself so seriously.
You're ruining it.
No wonder you think marijuana is a big fucking deal. Fuck yourself.
Oh, what a fun segment I didn't plan. So yeah, there's that. That happened.
Charming.
That was a thing. Oh, Mike's gone on his birthday. See you, Mike. What the hell? This fucking guy. So how are you, Tina? How are you feeling?
I'm good. Doing good.
It's you and me for the time being. This guy.
Yeah.
Pissed me. I just don't like people. I don't like people in general, but like especially people like him, like just can't take a joke and just can't chill out. Go smoke weed, bro. Go smoke weed because you're not smoking weed.
No, he's definitely not. He needs to.
What a jerk.
I'm very angry.
I called him a jerk. Mike talked over it, but he said, yo, it's whack, bro. I'm like, oh my God, this guy. So his name's John Ciampa, if anybody wants to go.
Okay.
Go.
Make him matter.
Yeah, just send him a bunch of. Yeah, he said here. Just one more time here. He says. He said, I ain't really worried about your 23 views per video on YouTube. Like, YouTube is not our main platform. So I sent him a little something. I'm like, how's this grab you? So just unbelievable. I just cannot imagine people would be like this. I mean, dude, come on. It's only internet, and we'll never meet in person. But like, he's from Massachusetts. I stalked him a little bit, just seeing if he was in my area because I go beat the shit out of him. So that's that. We'll stop. Sorry, Mike. Trying to get rid of the. So anyway, that's a lot. Mike, let's do clean time now with Tina. Mike loves clean time.
I know.
He loves
That's
it.
good.
Here we go. Oh, not me. TW, 33 days. Oh, he can't miss. If he's got technical problems, he can't miss clean time on his birthday. Mike, get your life together, bro. Oh my god, I can't even with him. Let's see what I can do. Since we're cursing and pissing everybody off tonight. Oh, good, Mike's back because I was going to make a problem. There's a Facebook scam going on, Tina, that only men fall for. Girl comes on, she's got a gigantic balcony, and she's like 4 days sober, and she's like, DM me because
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I got you. And people fall for it. Get 1,000 comments. Way to go! Good. I'm like, are you John Ciampa, the guy that won't? Are you kidding me? And all you got to do is click on their name, and you can see that they have 2 friends that they signed up for Facebook yesterday, and that there's 3 accounts with the same name. It's not hard. Don't Bitcoin or
No.
Cash App anybody, for the love of God. I can't stand it.
You didn't
That
hear
is true.
the Anna Delvey story?
What?
Anna Delvey who stole
yeah,
that money.
Yeah, she's the one that acted like she was
almost got away with
German,
it.
rip money.
Yeah. Oh,
And then
it's
they had her on
efficient.
Dancing with the Stars too.
It's-
So
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
Congratulations.
but she almost got away with it. So I mean,
It's unbelievable. It's a phishing scam. You throw out a net, and 50 people are like, "You're an idiot." 2 come in, and you get $1,000.
yeah, that's true.
You said something one time, Tim, about dopamine. Dopamine. They're seeking that dopamine fill by love, or
Yeah.
is that what they tell you does the hypersexuality
Oh yeah.
when
Yep.
when they come off drugs more than liquor? But
when I got clean, I was married 15 years. Now I'm not, and I was an animal. I was an absolute animal. You know what I mean? And sure, it was girls, gambling to some point. Video games, like you name it. I switched one from another, and it never helped. It was like we said, it's bad habits. You often leave people struggling with a substance use disorder and a vicious cycle. So identifying these can help them become more aware. Those bad habits are still there. You get clean, you get sober, but you're not all better. You have to. What the hell am I doing here? You have to acknowledge that it is all right. So that's not working. So that's
it's
not
like
working.
Lieutenant Dan's boat.
Yep, it is. So I'm gonna stop doing that.
Mhm.
So yeah, so exactly. So like there's a dopamine rush, especially with gambling, man. I broke even, right? You can see on FanDuel how much you made, how much you lost. And it's like $4,000 you made, $4,000 I lost. So thank God I'm not the guy that has house that I can put up for collateral, but there are people that get to that point. And gambling's hard, especially for an addict. Non-addicts too. I mean, they love gambling for the same dopamine rush, but addicts are looking to replace it so they can be an addict with it. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's dangerous. It's a good.
I like to rush, but if I lose $10, my night's ruined.
No kidding.
I'll spend $500 on dinner, $300 on a room, but if I lose $10, I feel pissed. Like the night's ruined.
Think about this. I up until recently, I would steal stuff. I got the money. I'd steal a candy bar or something. You know what I mean? And I'm an adult. It's odd. Yeah, I know it.
That's that. What you're feeling, that rush, that dopamine rush.
I've been doing that for years, and
endorphins.
Yeah, it is. It's norepinephrine flowing. It's your endorphins, and it's a serotonin boost. It's like all happening at once, and I'm like, I got a Snickers bar in my pocket, and I'm gonna walk out of here not paying for it. And
evidently, when you quit weed after 20 years, you become a tough guy.
Only if you have a $50 million a year revenue. I would punch him square.
Probably has a big truck. I'm thinking he has a big truck.
Absolutely.
Noisy, maybe diesel.
He's got something like decaled on the back. It says like no fear, something ridiculous.
Like the one, yeah.
What a masshole. So
Salt life.
Yeah, he's definitely got a salt. Nah, he's not. Yeah, we're used to that because we're at the shore. But yeah, like I would steal stuff like. like recently, but like 6 months ago, I went into our shopping center. I I I grabbed the bottle of like NyQuil or whatever, or like no pill form NyQuil. It was like $14. Put it in my pocket. Like nobody knows anything. I'm a good looking guy. I'm not stealing anything. So I needed a COVID test, and I saw the COVID test right at the customer service window, and I just walk by, swipe it, and walk out. And I had a real rush. I'm like, holy shit! I just stole $30 worth of stuff. That was my moment where I'm like, you know, you're an adult, you're in recovery, and that's the kind of shit you cannot be doing because it's those
Yeah.
bad habits, you know. And as a 41
But
year
you were
old
getting
man,
something out of it. You
yeah,
had
oh,
to be getting
absolutely.
something.
I had the money. I could have just paid for it, but nope. Usually it's a candy bar or something, but that one was like 6 months ago, and I'm like, I cannot believe I just stole all this shit. I walked right. I didn't pay for anything. Usually I
Now you're in
steal.
Georgia. I mean, they don't mess around. They'll put you in the hanging tree.
No kidding. Well, easy. So you know, yeah, yeah. I was like, holy shit, like that's not good. You're a 41-year-old man whose life is destroyed, living with his parents, and now you're stealing stuff from the grocery store. Like,
Yes.
dude, what are you doing? Like, it hit me. You know what I mean? Like, I message received. Oh, actually, no, message not received. I'm gonna tell myself again. Maybe 3 months later, I'm buying a bunch of stuff, and I need a Bluetooth heads or earbuds, and they were like $12. And I go to put them in my pocket, right, as I'm walking out, and some guy goes, "Don't do that, bro." And I'm like, "What the? Are you serious?" Like some random guy saw me just. He didn't know I could have been putting my phone in my pocket, but somehow he knew I was stealing something with a cart full of stuff. And I thought about it, and I was like,
That could have been your guardian angel.
holy shit, that's what my parents said. So listen, I thought about that, and as I'm checking out, and the self checkout thing never works at Ingles.
You just go boop, boop,
Yeah, oh no,
boop,
and then you
boop.
need the cashier to come help you because you're stealing
Right.
stuff. So I take my cart and I put it at the customer service desk, and I walk all the way around the store looking for this guy. I could not find him. I went up and down every aisle. I knew what shirt he was wearing. Maybe he checked out, but he didn't look like he was checking out. And yeah, he's like, dude, don't do that. And I'm like, you're right. I shouldn't do that. And I didn't do it. And I haven't done it since. But like, I don't know. Like, I guess I'm a shoplifter on a podcast that reaches 5,000 people. So yeah, so that's ridiculous, but that's part of it. Those bad habits that we pick up over the years, you know. I wouldn't steal anything high. I was so afraid, you know, but like, I don't know. You get sober and yeah, the hypersexuality, all of it. It's all there.
It used to
And
happen quick. I mean, hypersexuality was a big deal in the rehab center. I was like,
oh
whoa,
yeah, yep,
him and her
yep,
in that what?
yep.
I mean, I was like, I'm like a dummy at that age. I'm in my
Yeah, no
30s or
kidding.
40s. I'm like, what?
Yeah,
What do you mean?
you got a disease now. You're going to catch another one. So
Oh,
two dead batteries
right,
don't start a car.
right. Or
Shot.
even this, I don't know if it's too. There was a news anchor from a big city near where I lived that was with us, and I was shocked. That's all I'll say.
Yeah, okay, got it. DMX was in our banging everybody. He's dead. So
He's a Rough Rider.
yeah, Rough Riders roll.
That was his group, Rough Riders. DMX and Rough
um,
Riders.
Yeah, the Rough Riders anthem and
Yeah, I remember.
what? So he was in our,
Regulate.
yeah, he was at our rehab twice, and I saw him buck naked. That was uncomfortable for me. Yeah, seeing a grown man
Being
spread
comfortable for
eagle
everything.
on his bed. I'm like, X, can I come in? Yeah, sure, bro. I'm like, all right, just checking. Oh my god, dude, you are packing heat. Packing heat. He's got
He said,
17
well,
kids.
it was getting hot in here.
Yeah. He would come out.
Hot in here.
He would come out to the nurse's station and read the Bible, and he would be rapping the Bible, and it was dope. I'm being honest with you, it was awesome. And he was up one day, down the next. RSSs are bringing him McDonald's, and he private room. X ran that place when he was there. I'd call him X. That's how close we were.
That's
We were
how
friends.
close. Just call him X.
Yeah, we were friends. He asked for
We're
advice.
friends.
You know, I would go in his room and talk to him. unless he was buck naked with his legs up. But like, yeah, X was cool. He was definitely a cool dude, but he did enough drugs, and that's crack and cocaine. That's bad shit. Dying from that, cardiac problems, and yeah, he died of a cardiac I don't know, arrest or whatever. But yeah, DMX. Dude was in debt. Dude had no money. He's got 17 kids from 11 different women. I mean, this guy was an animal. Like, just give me whatever you got. I want to eat it and bang it and whatever. So, like, that was DMX. And, I just, this disease does not discriminate at all.
No, it doesn't. That's why I said, like earlier, look at our clean time, because that's what a rehab looks like.
Yeah, pretty much.
Exactly like that.
You want to do clean time because I stopped it because you.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Well, you know what? That was my brother trying to call in 3 times and it knocked me out.
Thanks, John. Appreciate that one. Yeah, I couldn't let you not do clean time on your birthday.
Right.
I love it. Look at that. Hand washing.
TW, 33 days. How's it feel, Key? Looking good, bro.
Feels real good.
Haley, 46 days. Way to go. 48 for Skylar S. I kind of like that name. I like the name Skylar.
Yeah, I like it too.
John Brown, 73 days. I know you moved last week. I saw it on another webpage. Hope everything's going good. 75 days. Valencia K. Can't see the necklace, but she's still wearing it. Katarina D, 80 days. It's coming close to 90. 82 days. April R. And Monty Fontani, Monica Fontanella, 86 days. 90 is coming in 4 days. And there's one of our originals, Michaela. 2 days, Michaela. I can't believe it. I'm excited for you. 87 days. Oh, no. 90. He's turning the page.
He's got it.
Like Mrs. Waltz is turning the page.
All right, so
Rico Dania. 90 days. 92 now. That would be Friday, right? Friday was 90. Fantastic. Oh, hold on.
Guys at Talkin Trash. I felt like you believed in me when I didn't believe in myself. I feel like I'm a part of what you're doing, and it got me through some dark days. I'd listened to some old shows. It just made me feel better. Not alone. I love you guys. Rico Dania.
Rico Dania, way to go, man.
Love you.
Thanks.
Ronnie,
93. He's awesome, too. Alex Patrine, we're getting into real time here, 99 days. And we know Samantha heard from her last week, 105 days. She's one of our true fans. Anthony Seals, 106 days. Went off, came back, look at him now. 110 days, Destiny J. That was her Destiny. 116 days for Daniel G. Need a little beer trim now. Hey, there's my man, AJ Hamilton. 121 days. That's pretty awesome, dude. 122 days. Andreas Estrada. Our original friend of the show. Our first friend, David D. 137 days. We love that guy.
Double D.
Christian A. 140. That's real time, man. 141 for Tara. That's real. It's no joke. You're in it. Every day, Alex. You're in it every day. 143 days. So proud. 143 for Nikki. Thanks for letting us take the ride with you so far. 146 for Steve W. Crikey's. 172 days for Tony J.
Put a shirt on
today. Put a shirt on, boy. 174 days for Maria. I am so glad she's
all right.
here.
Jen Magner.
178. That's a real deal.
Girl. We're proud of you.
That's 6
Good
months,
job.
man.
You get
That's 6 months. That's like 2. Oh, yeah. Look at Jared. 216 for Mandy G. Look at the color. 217 days for Jamie Michelle. Look at this guy. 250 Deshaun Booker. That's a long time, man.
Sure it is.
I'm proud of that guy. 266 lapse days. It's still Ricky McVicker, and he's doing it for real. Cassie, 292 days. Proud of you. She's new, but letting us jump on ship with her. 324 with Katie. Janet Passessois, Vivek 1. 324 for Patricia. 325 for Craig. And no sneaky.
Looks a lot better.
383 days. Will Douglas.
Oh, Aquaman.
Then we got 454. We know there was a glitch in your counting. Tammy Schneider.
My bad.
2 years for Daniel Gelman. Way to go, buddy. And there's Amelia Quarto, a day oneer since we've been here. 2 years. Another day oneer, Stella Montez, 2 years. So proud of these girls. They've done it.
A lot of girls.
3 years. April Pritchard. Look at all our pretty girls.
This
now,
is
guys,
not a girl.
still buying them drinks.
Number
3 years.
4.
4 years. He's still coming around for the repo. Jeffrey S., my man. Good sport. Casa
No,
B.
for Mike.
Kasha? Kaisa. Tyler. You saw Tyler on our last episode. He's a great guy.
Good job, Tyler.
Follows podcast, Face Recovery. 6 years. Lisa Welke. And we saw Simon Cross. He's a serious dude. 6 years. That is Hart in Texas.
Tina.
8 years. Tina, see? She's right next to you.
Hey.
Mac Gillespie, 12 years. Fellows Group, Addiction Support Group. He's giving back. Neil K., 13 years. Appreciate you. We never met face to face. I hear good things.
And like, who is the most important person in the room?
2 newcomers,
There you
because
go.
it's the hardest. Jeremy, like you, Jeremy Moore. Like you, Bridget Shiadji, 23 days.
Not even-
26 days for Jason D.
And that's it. If you want to be
Hey,
on
guys.
screen time, yeah, send me or Mike an email at trashjackpodcast.com. Just our first name. It's easy to do. Hit us up. Check out our social medias.
We're everywhere. We're everywhere.
Yeah, I know it. If you are in a crisis, thinking about taking your own life, suicide hotline 988. Mike just committed suicide, and that's it. Mike's gone. Well, so congrats to all our clean timers. We're so proud of you.
Oh, I mean, that they allow us to take this ride with them. I mean, go back to Rico's note there, that he feels like he's part of something. I was saying that earlier. I feel like they let us be part. We're kind of this dysfunctional family with drinking and drug problems that we're all working it out together.
Yeah,
You know,
quite a message.
when you read that, that's what we wanted. That's better than we ever wanted to accomplish.
It's humbling. You know,
Yes.
I don't read that and feel pride
Nice.
or proud or I'm proud of him, but I read it like thankful, like what we're doing is working to some degree, and you know, guys like him, you know, Rico Ding, I didn't think I don't know, his picture. I'd never heard from him. I've kept him on clean time, like I do with most people. I send everybody who's moving up an email right before the show, and some people I hear back from, some people I don't. I just started putting it in the clean time segment. Yeah, I mean, you know, I emailed him. He wrote right back to me. No, I don't think I emailed. I think he emailed me, right, Mike?
Yeah, he just
How
emailed
about
you.
that? Well, that says more.
It does.
know,
And what I like most about it is that they may not feel like they have the accountability, or people may not feel that these particular people that we're showing have accountability, but they kind of do. They
Yeah.
police themselves. They're calling us. They're telling us great things that they're doing, and they have accountability to themselves, which means they're on the right path of sobriety. If they're being accountable to themselves, thus letting us know when they slip or when they have a bad day or when they still have a beer occasionally but are off the crack, that's all good, man.
Ronnie J.
That's all good. Hey, gotta love them, man. Gotta love them, because again, the crack does the heart thing. Not that I'm for drinking, but I'm just saying he's honest, he's open, and he's accountable, and that's all you need to be successful.
Yeah.
Honest, open, and accountable.
and
And
Willie.
that's what you need to have successful sobriety and recovery.
I'll tell you what always surprised me is these people would email me when they had a slip up, when their days are starting over. I'm
Yeah.
like, you don't need to tell me, but they felt invested in the show enough to say, listen, you got to start my days over. And I'm like, respect all around, like that. I respect that, you know, because I'm sure there's 40 people on there. I'm sure there's a few that, you know, I don't know, whatever. But, you know, for the most part, there are people. There are core people, and they
more
They
than
really
more
do.
than I ever thought, and it's a
Unbelievable.
great. I know you thought of that, Tim. I mean, that's your baby there. That you thought of that, and the clean time counting and things like that, and it's grown into from a segment in a skit to a whole big part of the show.
It's a huge part of
It's
the
one of
show.
the
It's getting
mainstays.
bigger. It was 2 minutes long, 3 minutes long. Now it's like 7 minutes long. We started.
And
with
if they
10
keep coming, I don't care if it's 40 minutes long.
yeah, I'll do
I'll
the
buy
whole
one of them. I'll get some oxygen to keep going. Whatever I need to do.
You're not there yet, Mike. You're not that old. So,
I've seen them cans. You can give yourself a puff of oxygen.
oh yeah,
It's the guy from Sharks, the Sharks.
Yeah, Shark Tank.
yeah.
Yes, that guy. He likes it. Get a little puff of that. I was thinking about getting that as I get older for maybe when me and the wife are having a good time, give myself an extra,
For
you know,
come
so
on.
I can keep going.
Mm.
It's a thought.
Oh,
So,
God. The hockey
it could
players
come into play.
they have like salts. I knew the name of it at one point. I don't remember it now. It's a little capsule that they break, and it gives them like this boost. Like they're all like they're like oh all right, let's go. Yeah, I don't know what that is.
Not like smelling salts.
No, there's a name for it.
Poppers.
Yeah, kinda. That hockey players. I
You
mean,
can get it in a can
There
at
it
the
is.
gas station.
Here it is. It says smelling salts before games to wake up, feel less faint. I really thought it was named something else, but I guess it's smelling
It's like
salts.
ammonia. It will make you do that.
Ammonia,
I-
yeah.
yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I've done it before. I don't know where and why,
But I mean, cat pee would have the same effect. Actually,
yeah, smelling salts
that's
are
all it is cat pee. It's cat pee.
ammonia inhalants.
Mhm.
Yeah. So it is Michael's birth. So Mike, we all love you. Tina on, and it's nice. It's nice to be able to celebrate, with our people. We celebrate clean time with everybody else, and we put everybody else first, and that's the point of this. But to have Mike be 52
I'm
years,
55.
yeah, if he's 52 today, we're real proud of him. We celebrate milestones all day, every day, all week, every show. This is a milestone. Mike could have died a year ago, and God saw it fit that Mike had more to give, and he's, it wasn't how Mike wanted it to be a nurse and help people hands on, but now all of a sudden he's with this podcast. Maybe that's why he was spared. I don't, I'm not going to speculate.
I like to. I'm doing the best part of my job that I like the most. The best part of my nursing job, without having to do all the paperwork. Now I love it.
Well, there you go. You can, yeah. You just.
I don't have to do all the documentation. I don't have to do the documentation.
I got it all squared away. Where are we at? 58 minutes. Well, I had all these points ready to go, and we won't be getting to any of them. So
we'll get back to them.
Yeah, we'll do it on Wednesday. All right, so we're nearing the end of the episode. This has been.
Hey, thanks, guys. I appreciate it.
Happy birthday.
Thank you, team.
You're welcome.
Guys, thank you very much. It's hard for me. A doctor once told me it's hard for me to take a compliment. I don't take compliments well. So I'm learning to do that. So I appreciate your kind words and your kind thoughts, and I love you guys and the audience. I love our clean timers. I love our people that are thinking about clean time. I love our audience. I'm just a lovable guy on my 55th.
Yeah,
but remember, I'm like the cool uncle, never the creepy uncle.
All right. The more you say,
that was my goal.
Yeah.
The creepier it gets.
The more you say, yeah, the creepier it gets. Yeah, you don't take compliments well, but what the hell? I mean, it's your birthday. You're doing a good thing for the world.
Right.
God bless you.
Right.
We make a big deal out of it. We bring Tina on and we have a piece of shit sing you happy birthday. I mean, that's a big thing, Mike.
It was a big deal. I am thankful.
Well,
and I hope everybody else knows.
Yeah, we're thankful for
that.
you.
If I knew everybody watching this information, I would do this every day for them too.
Yeah.
So
okay,
I feel
Mike,
privileged.
pump your brakes, okay? This is not easy on the graphic and production.
Right.
Anyway, all right. So just for today, hi everyone.
Ready.
Freedom to choose. Enforced morality lacks the power that comes to us when we choose to live a spiritual life. Let's turn the music down a little bit. In our active addiction, many of us lived our lives by default. We were unwilling or unable to make choices about how we wanted to act, what we preferred to do, or even where we would live. We allowed the drugs or other people to make our most basic decisions for us. Freedom from active addiction means, among other things, the freedom to make those choices for ourselves. Freedom of choice is a wonderful gift, but it's also a great responsibility. Choice allows us to find out who we are and what we believe in. However, in exercising it, we're called to weigh our own choices and accept the consequences. This leads some of us to seek out someone who will make our choices for us, our sponsor, our home group, our NA friends, just as our disease made our choices for us when we were using. That's not recovery. Take some notes, people. Seeking others' experience is one thing. Abdicating personal responsibility is something else. I don't know what abdicating means. If we don't
letting go of, not accepting, like leaving. Abdicating means like abdicated the throne, left the throne. Prince Harry has abdicated his right course by leaving the royal family, by the way.
Okay. I'll add that to my personal lexicon. What does lexicon mean? Yeah. All right. Abdicating personal responsibility is something else. If we don't use the gift of freedom that we've been given, we refuse to accept the responsibilities that go along with it. We'll lose that gift and our lives will be diminished. We are responsible for our own recovery and our own choices. Difficult as it may seem, we must take those choices for ourselves and become willing to accept the consequences. Just for today, I am grateful for the freedom to live as I choose. I will accept the responsibility for my recovery. I mean, that's pretty good. A lot of people in AA, NA, they can relinquish that control to someone else, and that's you do your fourth step, but you also have to take responsibility for the choices you make. So if you're relinquishing control to someone else and not being in control of your own life, your own destiny, your own choices, holding yourself accountable, it's a dangerous game. So the freedom of choice is a gift. It's also a responsibility. So you learn that in early recovery. Hopefully you get a good sponsor, and he knows that too. But it's a learning process. You'll figure it out if you just keep going. So Michael, thank you for all you do. God bless you.
And watch out if you are a weed addict, we're going to try and take you more serious in the future.
Yeah, I apologize.
Except not New Jersey, because in New Jersey it's legal. So
you just got to be careful because weed
can be a Pringles
dangerous. Addict. Yeah, it is. I wasn't gonna out that guy, but we read the whole thing and listened to his voice. F you, bro. So anyway, love you guys, Tina. Thank you for coming on. Really appreciated that.
I need to tell him. I need to tell that guy the weed isn't working.
Yeah.
No, I smoked something different.
It's not working.
Just whatever, bro. Figure yourself out.
I get no time.